You're listening to Systemic Error Podcast. The failure was designed.
Trump signals secret Obama attack as he backtracks in Fox interview. Commentator, based on an article by Alexander Willis. Trump's dog whistle, Fox's delivery system. Power speaks first. Donald Trump was not just rambling on Fox News Monday morning. He was the president, discussing a war, a blockade, and a decree-backed policy shift while using the oldest kind of racialized insinuation to smear Barack Obama. That matters because power is doing two things at once here: making policy and laundering prejudice. The source is brief, but the pattern is familiar. Trump floated fees on transiting vessels, pushed his naval blockade line, then pivoted into a half-formed attack on Obama that journalist Tommy Christopher reads as a revived secret Muslim smear. The important fact is not the gaffe itself. It is the office behind it. The slip was not the story. Christopher's raid is plausible because Trump's phrasing points directly toward the long-debunked claim that Obama was secretly Muslim and therefore disloyal. Trump did not complete the thought. He did what he has always done: hint, retreat, and let the audience do the rest. That is not confusion. It is an instrument. Calling this merely a slip is the kind of framing that protects the speaker from the meaning of his own words. Trump has spent years training allies and media outlets to treat coded attacks as awkward improvisation. That is the misdirection. Convert a deliberate smear into a moment of verbal fog, then ask everyone to admire the fog. Fox is a force multiplier. The setting matters. This was not an unscripted aside in private. It was a Fox News appearance, on Fox and Friends, where a falsehood can be floated, softened, and fed back into the political bloodstream as entertainment. Fox is not a passive venue here. It is the amplification system. The article notes that the exchange ran for over 6 minutes and that Christopher expects it will barely be a story. That prediction is the indictment. The media environment treats unhinged presidential speech as routine background noise, which is exactly how authoritarian politics wins time. Normalization is not neutrality. It is assistance. Obama is target, not explanation. Trump's attack on Obama is not really about Iran, and it is not really about the Jessipoa either. It is about converting policy disagreement into ethnicized suspicion. Trump can attack the Jessipoa as a matter of politics. Instead, he reaches for the insinuation that Obama went to their side, a phrase that does the work of anti-Muslim and anti-black resentment without saying the quiet part cleanly enough to create immediate accountability. That is the structure. Obama is cast not as a former president who negotiated a better deal, but as a traitor in disguise. The source itself notes the contrast between Obama's deal and the one Trump is trying and failing to get. That is the policy record. The smear is the excuse. What this reveals: the larger pattern is not a single gaffe. It is executive grievance fused to war rhetoric, carried by a media ecosystem that treats fascistic insinuation as commentary. Trump can decree a blockade, stumble through a conspiratorial attack, and still be treated as a colorful source of content rather than what he is, a holder of institutional power using broadcast platforms to turn prejudice into political weather. The problem is not that Trump misspoke. The problem is that American political media keeps rewarding speech that hides intent inside performance. That is how authoritarian politics travels. Through office, through television, through the endless insistence that obvious malice is just another noisy moment on the way to the next segment. You've been listening to Systemic Error. Thanks to Raw's story for today's article, with the automated voice of Lebritz R. Thanks for listening.